You wake up, not to the gentle embrace of dawn, but to the cold, hard reality of another match day, still clinging to the faint metallic tang of dried blood from the accidental head clash with the opposition's knee yesterday. It's 6 a.m. Your eyes, gritty and raw, catch a rogue splash of lukewarm, flat energy drink from last night's consolation prize, now crusting on your bedside table. The room, a generic hotel box, smells faintly of stale sweat, cheap disinfectant, and the crushing weight of impending failure. This is your personal purgatory. A loop of déjà vu, played out in empty stadiums and hostile away grounds. Your body, once a finely tuned instrument of youthful ambition, now feels like a creaking assemblage of worn-out parts. Each joint protests. Your left knee, permanently scarred, aches with the precision of a broken clock. The physio's tape, a second skin, is the only thing holding your hamstring together. You're a walking, grimacing advertisement for chronic pain. The average professional football career lasts barely 8 years, but yours on this team feels like an eternity of slow-motion self-destruction, each season chipping away at your physical and mental resilience. You are quite literally aging in dog years. The locker room. It's not a sanctuary. It's a sterile tomb of broken dreams and forced camaraderie. The air hangs heavy with the scent of cheap liniment, despair, and the lingering odor of sweat that no amount of industrial cleaner can fully eradicate. Your jersey, crisp and clean before the game, feels like a shroud, a heavy burden. The number on your back, once a symbol of childhood dreams, is now just a target for the venomous criticism of unseen masses. You often wonder if it's printed with invisible ink that reveals your mistakes in glaring detail. Training. Every single day, rain or shine, victory or humiliating defeat. You run until your lungs burn, not for glory, but for the faint, desperate hope of not being cut next week. The drills are endless, repetitive, soul-numbing. The coach's shouts are a constant, grating reminder of your mediocrity, echoing in the cavernous, half-empty training facility. The grass, often patchy and uneven, feels less like a field of dreams and more like a minefield designed to twist your ankle and end your pathetic career early. The brutal daily grind is less about improvement and more about simply enduring your diet. Chicken breast and bland rice. It's a joyless scientific calculation. Steamed vegetables that taste like regret. Every meal is a reminder of what you can't have. The nutritionist's stern gaze is always in the back of your mind as you stare at a perfectly ripe banana, wishing it were a greasy burger. You fuel your body like a high-performance machine, only for that machine to consistently sputter and fail on the pitch. The ironic twist? The team's annual budget for gourmet meals for the owners could feed a small country for a month. You, the performer, get boiled broccoli. The matches. Oh, the matches. At home, the stadium is a gaping maw of empty seats, echoing with the soft, sad sounds of your own ineptitude. The few loyal fans who show up offer sympathetic sighs, which somehow hurt more than outright boos. Away, it's a hostile cauldron of jeers, insults, and creative chants, detailing your many failings. You hear them all. Every single one. They carve little notches in your already fractured self-esteem. Your name, once a hopeful murmur, is now spat out like a curse. The cruelest data point? The club hasn't won an away game in 37 consecutive attempts. You are part of history, just not the good kind, the media. They don't report your struggles, they celebrate them. The headlines scream disaster or bottled it again. Your face, contorted in anguish after another missed sitter, becomes the meme of the week. Every post-match interview is a linguistic minefield where one wrong word can ignite a Twitter storm of hate. You learn to speak in clichés, bland platitudes that offer no genuine insight, because genuine insight would only invite more ridicule. Your mental health? A footnote, secondary to the clickbait narrative of failure. Depression and anxiety are not officially recognized injuries, but they're slowly, relentlessly sidelining your spirit. Your body is a canvas of scars. The gash above your eye from a stray elbow. The surgery scars on your knee, a permanent map of regret. Concussion protocol isn't a guideline, it's a rotating door. You've had 3. The headaches are constant, a dull throb behind your eyes. You sometimes forget simple things. like where you parked your car, or the manager's tactical instructions. The dangers aren't just career-ending, they're life-altering. The average age for a former professional footballer to experience long-term neurological issues is alarmingly low. You are investing your physical future into a statistically doomed venture. The social injustices are subtle, insidious. You're a professional, earning a salary that sounds impressive to outsiders, but after taxes, agent fees, and the ever-present demand for new boots and gear, it barely covers your rent and the increasing number of physio appointments. The star players, the ones who win, drive luxury cars. You take the bus, head down, hoping no one recognizes the face plastered across the local paper's sports disaster page. There's no robust union, no real safety net. You are a disposable asset, a replaceable cog in a machine that chews up and spits out young men with broken bodies and shattered dreams, moving on to the next hopeful face. The trauma isn't just physical, it's the constant gnawing self-doubt. You spend countless hours replaying every mistake, every missed pass, every shot that sailed over the bar. You scrutinize yourself with more cruelty than any pundit. The imposter syndrome screams louder after each defeat. You don't belong here. You're not good enough. This isn't just a game, it's an existential crisis playing out on a muddy pitch. The expectation of life for your professional dream is about as long as a snowflake in hell. It melts before you can even properly appreciate it. You dream of glory, of lifting trophies, of roaring crowds chanting your name. The reality is lukewarm Gatorade, anonymous hotels in grey industrial towns, and the dull thud of a ball hitting your shin with excruciating regularity. The only thing you're consistently lifting is the weight of collective disappointment, season after agonizing season. Your Hall of Fame will be a lonely corner of YouTube, filled with blooper reels where your face features prominently, a testament to what could have been and what absolutely was not. But, hey, at least the team bus has Wi-Fi. You can scroll through Twitter to see all the creative ways fans suggest you retire, or which obscure non-league team you should join. At least the opposition fans are passionate enough to spell your name right on their banners telling you to go home. Small mercies. You found a slightly less stained towel in the locker room today. Progress. You spend your peak years, the supposed prime of your life, enduring this slow public execution of your dreams. Then one day it's over. No fanfare. Just a quiet conversation with a manager who barely knows your name. A polite nod and a handshake that feels colder than the winter transfer window. You pack your bag, drive home, and look at your old faded jersey. At least now you only have to worry about finding a normal job that doesn't involve your knees screaming every time it rains, or having your self-worth dictated by a scoreboard. At least now you only have to pay bills. The constant fear of relegation is replaced by the mundane fear of an overdue credit card payment. What a relief!